Okay, so today I'm going to explain you that how to factorize the quadratic equation. Remember that any equation which is written in this form, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we call it as quadratic equation. Okay, so we can solve the quadratic equation with so many methods, with not so many, with 3 methods. It includes the factorization method, it includes the quadratic formula method, and it also includes the completing the square method. The method which we are going to discuss today is factorization method. You know that factorization method, as you know that from the word factorization, it means that it involves factors. Okay, that this method is basically, in this method we have to find out the factors. What we actually do in this method, we break up the middle term into its factors. Okay, so now let's do that, how to solve the quadratic equation. Now see, the first step is you have to multiply the first and the last number. By first and the last number, I mean that you have to multiply this 12, this constant, with the coefficient which is written with the x square. There is no coefficient written here, so it means that coefficient over here is 1, right? A single variable means it's having 1 as a coefficient. So 12 times 1 is 12, and the middle term is 7, right? Now you have to write out the middle term. Now what is the first step? That you have to multiply 12 with the coefficient, first coefficient. Okay, first and the last term, you will multiply them, you will get 12, and then you will write down the middle term, which is 7. Now what you need to do is you have to find out two factors that when you multiply them you get 12, and when you add or subtract you get 12. Okay, so this is your first step, that you have to find out the factors. Okay, and write down the factors in place of the middle term. So you can see that 4 times 3 is 12, and when you will add 4 in 3 you will get 7, right? So yeah, this is what that you have to find out. The first step is that you have to find out the factors. Okay, so it means that our factors are 4 and 3. So now what is the next step? The second step is that you have to write down the factors in place of the middle term, and you write down first and the last term as they are. But remember that there you need to follow two rules when you will write down the factors. The two rules are that first you will write down the sign which is with the middle term, this sign. Okay, this is the first rule. And second rule is first you have to write down the bigger factor. These are the two rules which you need to follow. The first rule is, let me repeat the rules. The first rule is first you have to write down the sign which is with the middle term, which is negative sign. So first I will write down negative sign. The second rule is that you have to write down the bigger factor first. Okay, so that is what I am going to do. I am going to write down the bigger factor first. So the variable is x, I will write down x. Don't forget to write down the variable with the middle factors. Okay, now you have to choose the other sign yourself. As you can see that this is negative 7x. So if this is negative 4x, the other sign should also be negative, because negative and negative will become positive, and you will get 7 with the second factor. Now write down the last term as it is. Okay, so what we did in the second step, we wrote the factors in place of the middle term by following the rules. What are the rules? First you have to write down the sign which is with the middle term, and the second rule is first you have to write down the bigger factor, and then you will choose the second sign yourself so that you can get the middle term. Now third step is that you have to take common. This is the third step. Now what can you take common from the first two terms? Can you tell me? First two terms.
You can do 4 minus 3.
From the first two terms, what can you take common from the first two terms?
X.
X. So x minus 4 is left. And what can you take common from the last two terms?
3.
Negative 3. So you can see that, okay, you can see that if you are taking the negative 3 common, so the sign inside the bracket will be changed. So 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 4 is 12. Remember that whenever you do the factorization of quadratic equation, these two brackets must be same. Okay, x minus 4 and x minus 4. So you are left, now you will take x minus 4 common, and you are left with x minus 3. Okay, so the last step is you will solve for x. This is your last step. Solve for x mean that you will make both equations equal to 0. Okay, so x minus 4 equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. So negative 4 is subtracting here. When we will move it to the other side, it will be added, and 3 subtracting here. When we will move it to the other side, it will be added. So this is our answer. These are the values of x. I hope that this is clear to you.
Yeah, it is.